Yesterday we discussed the topic Boolean algebra, and in that we have covered the Boolean functions, Boolean expressions we did in the previous lecture. So you will get the video of that lecture today. Uh, in Boolean function, we have some expressions, and basically these expressions are formed by using the logical gates and or not, the basic logic gates that we have discussed earlier in the previous lectures. And in Boolean expression, basically these expressions are very large enough and they are not easy to remember. So we use some techniques that will reduce the Boolean expression to sorry Boolean that will reduce the Boolean expression so that it could be easy to remember and it will be easy to implement in the circuit, because the complex expressions are very difficult to implement in the digital circuits. So in that we discuss the K-map that is used to reduce the Boolean expression into the simple form, and it has two types: sum of products and product of sum. Sum of products we discussed yesterday, and today first of all we will discuss the product of sums, and then we will go for the canonical forms. So the first is product of sums. So basically the product of sum is in which it is the form of product of three terms. Let it be A, B and C, such that A plus B, now this is the sum, B plus C again sum, and A plus C again sum. So we need to give the expression of product of sum of three terms, with each term is in the form of sum of two variables. Like we will see A plus B, then product B plus C, then product A plus C. So such expressions are said to be in the product of sums, product of sums, like POS form. So now we remember that in sum of products, the over bar means 0 and unbar means 1. But in this, 0 represents an unbar. So in this, if we simply talk about A, it is considered as 0. And if we talk about A bar, it is considered as 1, which is vice versa or opposite in the sum of products. Clear? Now see, we have the sum of sums like A plus B. These are the brackets. B plus C and A plus C. Yeah. So when we get their multiplication, so it will become product. Now this is the product. Again, this is the product of sums. These are the sums of two variables. Like it could be considered as like if A is 2 and B is 3. This is the sums, and B is 3 and C is 4. So we will write down 5 multiplied by 7. So this is the sum of first equation, this is the sum of second equation, and when we multiply it, we will get the result as product of sums. Okay, sometimes in the Viva or in the 2 marks question, they give you the expression, and you need to identify that what will be the expression is, so just remember that the operation which is performed in which is performed in the brackets, in the round brackets, that will come at the second, and then we have the another operation like this is sum of products. Okay. So such expressions are said to be the product of sums. Clear with this? Yes, everyone. So this is the example of product of sums like A and BC. Three variables will be treated like this. Here we have A and BC. So 0 0. So here over bar 0 means their product of sums. So now this equation is B plus C over bar, because here B represents 0 and C over bar represents 1. Okay. So next is B then B bar C, B bar represents 1 and C represents 0. So then we have 1 and 1. So it will be A bar and B bar. So the simple form of this equation is like this. Clear? So next is canonical form. देखो डी और सी को हमने यहाँ पे एक ही टर्म पे लेना है, ठीक है, और इसका 0 0 होगा, 0 1 1 0 एंड 1 1, 2 डिजिट्स हैं तो हमारे पास 4 इनपुट्स आएंगी, देन ए इज 0 एंड आपके पास जो ए है वो 0 एंड सॉरी 0 एंड 1 होगा। तो पहले आपके पास आएगा बी प्लस सी ओवर बार, तो देखो जो प्रोडक्ट सम ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स में हम 1 से डिनोट करते थे, यहाँ पे हम 0 से डिनोट कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। तो b प्लस सी ओवर बार है, b किसको रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है 0 को, और c ओवर बार रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है 1 को। इस टर्म में हमारे पास क्या है, ए 0 है, ठीक है, बी भी 0 है गिवन, और सी बार जो है हमारे पास 1, बिकॉज यहाँ पे अन बार जो है वो हम 0 से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, और जो ओवर बार है उसको हम 1 से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं। तो यहाँ पे 0 और 1 आएगा इस साइड पे हमारे पास। ठीक है, ये चीज समझ आई? समझ आई या और कोई एग्जांपल दूं? ठीक है, आफ्टर दैट अब देखो, ए ओवर बार है एंड बी ओवर बार है हमारे पास 1 एंड 1। देखो, ए ओवर बार को हमने रिप्रेजेंट किया बी 1 से, और बी ओवर बार को रिप्रेजेंट किया है हमने 1 से। तो बेसिकली ये यहाँ पे नहीं आएगा। अब सी यहाँ पे क्या है, 0, ठीक है। तो इन दैट केस जब ये इसके बारे में पूछ रहा है आप शामिद। बेटा वो उसका ना फिर पूरा डिटेल में एक लेक्चर लेना पड़ेगा। चलो मैं मंडे को हम करते हैं इसके ऊपर, ठीक है। ये बेसिकली रिडक्शन फॉर्म्स थी। अभी मैंने एक बेसिक ही बनाया था आपके लिए, जो मुझे लगा था कि आपने डीई में पढ़ा होगा थर्ड सेमेस्टर में। तो कोई बात नहीं, इस पे एक डिटेल लेक्चर जो है वो हम डिस्कस कर लेंगे, ठीक है। तो नेक्स्ट है हमारा canonical and standard form. So the Boolean variable that can be expressed in either true form or complemented form, that is considered as the standard form. So in standard form, Boolean function will contain all the variables in either true form or complementary form, while in canonical number of variables depends upon the output of SOP or POS। मीन्स एक स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म है जो हमें ये बताती है कि रिजल्ट हमारा 0 आएगा या 1 आएगा, दैट विल बी आवर स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म। बट the form that will convert the expression into a simplified equation or expression, that is considered as the canonical form. So canonical form in Boolean algebra can be expressed as canonical disjunctive normal forms known as min term, and some are expressed as canonical conjunctive normal form that is considered as the max term. Okay, so min term is we look for the functions where output results in one, where the output is one, that is considered as the min term. And the term that will give us zero, so that is considered as max term. Okay, so now clear, discuss it with example. Like we have equation a plus b, and suppose a is 0 and b is 1, so our result is 1. That means this is the min term, because it is giving us the result in terms of 1. Okay, and if it is 0 and again 0, so the result will be 0, so that will be max term. Just to understand. Clear? So the canonical and standard form is continuing is a Boolean function that can be expressed algebraically from a given truth table forming a min-term. Each combination of the variables that produces a 1 in the function, and then taking the OR of all those terms, that is considered as min-term. Okay, and max term for each combination that produces 0 and then taking the AND of all those terms, means in which the OR operation is used between the terms, that is considered as min term, and in which AND operation is used, that is considered as max term. Okay, so these are the tables of min terms and max terms. So truth tables representing min terms and max terms. So x is 0, y is 0, and z is 0. So m0 is x bar dot y bar dot z bar equal to minimum is 1. Okay, means we are producing 1 in it. So that is why it is considered as min terms. Again, we have 0, 0, and 1, so it will be x bar, y bar, and z will be as it is. So that is why it is 1. Okay, so then 0, 1, 0, x bar dot y will be as it is, then z bar is equal to again 1. Means in all the cases we have result is 1. Clear? Whereas in max term, some terms we use as it is function, so it is xyz, so max term is 0, so it is producing the 0. So again 0 0 1, results are 0. So these are the max terms as per the canonical forms. Okay, clear? So there is a conversion between canonical forms. The complement of a function expressed as the sum of main terms equals the sum of main terms missing from the original function. So this is because the original function is expressed by those main terms that will make the function equal to 1. So where it is not making it 1, we have to use a complement so that their value will be 1. Like in the first case, it is not producing 1 because 0 0 0, when we product it, it will become 0. But if we are taking the complement of it, the result produced is 1. So that is the conversion of this equation to the main term and maximum. Similarly, at the max term, we need a 0. So at last step 1 1 and 1, it is not creating the 1, creating the 0, but we want to get the result as 0, so we will take the complement of it. So this is the conversion of expression to the canonical form. Means if you have an expression in the given exam, exam, and they will ask you that convert it into min term, then your focus is that in min term you will get the answer as 1, whereas in max term you will get the answer as 0. Clear?